I don't think I know how to dream any other way other than big.
We kind of looked at each other and were like, what would you do if you could? If you weren't thinking of the constraints, if you weren't thinking of the budget.
It's the hardest work I've done, but it's the best work I've ever done.
I have been working with AISD for more than 25 years, and I have seen many of their ideas come and go. And this is an example of one that is worth investing in and staying.
Before we start, let's put our strong listening ears on. Put them on. Great job, first graders. Let's blend phonemes. I will hold up my
For us as an organization, it was really important that we think about the students who are just coming into the system and recognizing that early literacy has to be a focus of ours, and we have to do things differently if we're going to be successful long term.
K2 is crucial because that is when students really get a chance to become a reader and to get into the positive cycle of reading with pleasure and reading for knowledge.
Right now we're going to read something in English about the fairy dogs. Who remembers how to say fairy dogs in Spanish?
I always tell the parents it's the most important time for the kids to learn. If they love school in the beginning, the rest of the time is going to be easy. They're going to enjoy, they're going to learn how to learn, and they're going to enjoy to learn.
We have to address the large number of students that we have been moving through elementary school that head to middle school and they don't know how to read. I noticed great inconsistencies and practices happening not just across the district, but also across campuses. You could go to one classroom and you'd see beautiful instruction and the kids are learning to read, and you could go right next door and there wasn't a systematic way of teaching students to read, which we know through research is really important.
What do you notice in that coaching conversation? What did you see me do that brought in warmth and put her in like a empowered position? As a consulting partner in my work with Austin ISD, my team is supporting the district with their early literacy initiative. So making sure that every kindergartner, first grader, and second grader in Austin ISD is experiencing very high quality early literacy instruction. Running a district like Austin ISD means we have an incredibly diverse population of students and families, and we have to make sure we are supporting and giving instruction to every single student. And that's hard to do.
Education is so complicated, there's not a simple answer. I know people try to do that. There's a tendency for all of us to do that. Oh, if I could just fix this one thing. It never works that way with school improvement, with literacy improvement or anything. You have to fix all the things at the same time. With the Ed Fund, I've never quite seen an organization in a district that has been so aligned with what we know to be true, what we need for our students.
We were like, well, let's see if we can help make this happen, you know? Let's see. And we have amazing partners that stepped up in that first phase of work, and that meant that we could move really quickly.
Austin ISD set 3 priorities. First one really being making sure that every teacher has the materials that they need for early literacy. The second priority really had to do with foundational skills in reading. We needed to make sure that every student, every day, was receiving very high quality foundational skills in literacy. The third priority was on building knowledge about the world through very high quality texts that students were exposed to every day that teachers were using for their instructions.
When I saw that literacy was one of the goals, I just got really excited. And I was first in line to be part of this lighthouse.
There has been a movement nationwide to shift to a research-backed science of reading.
The science of reading term refers to accumulation of research evidence from the past several decades around how children learn to read, around what approaches to reading are more or less effective.
Our brains are actually fairly new to this process of learning to read. And so it becomes essential that the way we teach children to read advantages what we know about the reading brain.
Clear instruction from a teacher is necessary to equip them with the skills for the kids to learn the alphabetic code, to learn to connect letters with sounds, how to read words, how to spell them, and then provide them with extensive opportunity to read.
There's a large number of students, not 5%, more like 30 to 40%, that if we don't make this approach very clear and very explicit, they will either not learn to read or learn to read slowly or find it a very punishing and grueling process, which we want to avoid, which is essentially the focus of the approach that's being used right here and why they're getting the results they are.
Kids that can read have a joy of reading. Students that can't read don't find reading to be very much fun.
People may say, well, are we giving up fun and interesting? And the answer is very clearly no.
I was actually, I'll be honest, a little hesitant to switch to this new curriculum just because I did have success teaching phonics and reading with different instructional materials. But I have fallen in love with structured literacy and HMH as a whole because I feel like everything is so much more cohesive. One thing that I really see in my kids is just the way that they interact with text is different. I feel like they interact with it in a more positive and meaningful way overall.
We know that when we use the material that is high quality and that when teachers use it as intended, our lessons are stronger.
I decided that the approach would be to start with the instructional leaders on a campus. It's the principal, the assistant principal, the instructional coaches.
All of our professional development, all of our coaching and observation work, all of our understanding of what early literacy looks like and implementation in the classroom has all gone through campus instructional leaders.
Being part of this large initiative has given our teachers a common language, and it also has sparked a change in teacher practice, but also in student engagement.
Not only do we go to our principal meetings and get the information and have time to process, we also are given slide decks that are presented to us to help explain the why behind what we're doing and the shift in what we've done.
It's really a partnership with teachers that's, I think, made the difference.
What we're trying to do is ensure that it doesn't matter where you live, it doesn't matter what school you go to, it doesn't matter what grade you're in or who your teacher is, you're getting systematic, explicit, and practice-aligned, high-quality instruction.
It creates coherence among campuses where the students can have continuity of the learning with high-quality materials and high-quality expectations and goals for everybody.
I know if a student comes into Davis and they're coming from another AISD school, that we're just picking up where they left off at their previous school versus us trying to figure out what did instruction look like, what curriculum has been covered so far.
Last year, this time, only 48% of classrooms were implementing a high-quality curriculum and providing students with grade-level instruction. We've flipped the script on that. It's now 84% in 1 year, which is incredible gains that we don't see typically across the country.
I think it was about January. That's when we were able to look at our data from December, so our middle of the year data, and we saw huge growth.
In 1 year of implementation, you hope to see a few percentage points move. The numbers in double digits, especially for our most underserved populations, is incredible.
None of this is possible without the Ed Fund.
Taking the best of AISD and the infrastructure and then braiding it with this funding stream that can be more flexible. When you get that mix right, you can impact at a scale that there's no other place in the community that can do this.
We have been advocating for structured early literacy programs for years, and you guys are making it happen.
Our audience can
When they read it, they want to explode. And they want everybody to know that, Miss Diver, I want to go in front to read. I want to read. Okay, go ahead, go read.
It's so cool when they're like, yeah, I just wrote this amazing sentence, when at the beginning of the year they were maybe struggling to write letters.
We're really beginning to see what it looks like if you commit to something, you're relentless, and you're doing it for the right reasons.
We exceeded 2025 targets in 8 out of 9 student populations in the district as well. So that is very good news. Overall, just looking at spring to spring comparison, where there was improvement from spring last year to spring this year in every single student population.
The impacts are gargantuan. They're huge.
Overwhelmingly, the feedback was, I want to do this again. I'm ready, I kind of get it now, and I'm ready to learn year 2.0.
How do we continue this literacy initiative on campus? How do we continue to provide opportunity for students?
It will go down as one of the most impactful things that I will do as an educator, I think.
Even talking about it, I'm just getting excited about going into next year.
People say often that schools are the heart of a community, and I think this is just another example of that.